Hollywood Museum, president and founder of the Jose Iturri Foundation, past chair of the Hollywood Chamber of Commerce, past chair of the Hollywood Historic Trust that controls the Hollywood Walk of Fame, board member of the California Historic Endowment Board, board member of the California Film Commission, national board member of the Smithsonian, recipient of the President's Lifetime Achievement Award from the White House and the United Nations Association America Humanitarian Award. Host of the hit radio show Hollywood's Hidden Treasures on 790 KABC Talk Radio. Please welcome Donelle Dadigan.
Thank you all so much, and thank you, Jim. I really appreciate that. Well, tonight is a very special night. You know, we do this obviously only once a year, and this has become a tradition here at the Hollywood Museum, where we all gather to take a moment, reflect on the year, and think about what our favorite holiday memory has been, sometimes from childhood, all the way through today it could be. And maybe when we call upon you, some of our celebrities, you'll share that with us, and you'll share a wish for the new year. And so I just wanted to say that to begin with, and of course, a good evening to everyone. Thank you for breaking the traffic and coming out this evening. I'm so thankful that you all came to join us to celebrate the holiday season this year, 2025, you know, here at the Hollywood Museum in the historic Max Factor building. And as I said, tonight is all about sharing the joys of the holiday season. And we especially need this year.
Yes.
And as you all know, you are all very special members of our Hollywood Museum family. If you weren't, you would not be here this evening. Because as you know, our events are usually much larger than this. So I thank you all for coming, and we look forward with great anticipation, as I said, to the creation and unveiling of each of your personalized, one-of-a-kind ornament. You didn't make one? You did? Okay.
Got it.
I just have to make sure. And I know we're going to have such fun listening to their favorite holiday stories from once upon a time. So I thank you all from my inner self for bringing your inner artist and showcasing your artistic talents here this evening. So we look forward to this hanging of the one-of-a-kind ornaments, and a big thank you to the celebrity decorator to the stars, Dr. Christmas. Bob, where are you?
Hi, Bob.
Bob's in the back. So Dr. Christmas has made a tradition here. I don't know how many years it's been now, Bob. How many?
Almost 20.
Almost 20 years, Bob has been decorating our lobby, our world-famous makeup rooms in the style of each of these makeup rooms in the eras, as well as on each of our floors of our Hollywood Museum. Bob, thank you so much. Dr. Christmas, Christmas decorator to the stars. Thank you. I went off script, but I'm supposed to tell you that they are wonderful Hollywood-themed trees. But I think I kind of let you know that, so that's good. And so, I'm glad you're here in Hollywood because you have a chance to see everything in Hollywood and how beautiful it's lit up for the holidays. This is a wonderful thing. But here at the Hollywood Museum, this is our tradition, doing the Christmas tree in the lobby with all of your handmade ornaments. I know each ornament was made and is made with love. So let's say hello to our celebrities. Every time I come to this moment, I think of Hollywood's honorary mayor, Johnny Grant. How many of you remember Johnny?
Yay!
Well, as you know, Johnny was my mentor, my best friend here in Hollywood, and he was so good at introducing all of the celebrities in every event. So we're going to do this in honor of Johnny Grant, so please hold your applause until I finish. Well, first of all, I'm kind of excited about it. We have a good friend of the Hollywood Museum family, Nasty Nellie Olson from Little House on the Prairie. She's the author of Confessions of a Prairie Bitch, How I Survived and Learned to Love Being Hated. You know, she's a star of her own one-woman show that, you know, frankly goes around the world. And she also hosts an Apple podcast, the Alison Arngrim Show. Please say hello to Alison, but don't clap yet. Hi, Alison. And we have the award-winning actor, writer, producer, star of Day Labor and Switched at Love, Danny Arroyo.
Yay.
Also joining us is the child actor known for his role as Butch the Bully in the Cool Cat cinematic universe and 9/11. Actor, writer, producer who's now 6 feet tall, Connor Dean. And we have the well-known actor and 2-time Emmy Award winner for producer and actor of The Bay. You're so busy chatting, Vincent, you're not listening to me. I am introducing you, Vincent Paul. And the child star, you know, we love to watch on Rowan and Martin's Laugh-In and The Bob Newhart Show. Voice actor, director in his adult life, Moosey Dryer. And we have the 5-time R&B historian, writer, radio personality, actor, voice artist, and television contributor to the documentary program Unsung, Tyrone DeBose. And appearing, I'm kind of excited about this, appearing in Disney on Broadway, currently starring in the Christmas movie, Rekindled for Christmas, critically acclaimed actress Grace Field. And from Days of Our Lives, we have Kennedy Garcia. I'm very excited about that. And you know, we all know her as Sissy from Family Affair. But did you know she just received her first Emmy nod as the narrator of Elvis, Rocky, and Me, the Carol Connors story, Kathy Garver. And we have with us the Grammy-nominated singer and one of TV's favorite moms, Marsha Owens from Mr. Belvedere, Eileen Graff. And the star of The Great American Family's Crown Prince of Christmas and the new film Saint Nick, critically acclaimed actress Nancy Harding. And of course, one of my favorite buddies, since we were both very little and our families knew each other. And we won't say what we did, but we just knew each other. Our parents had
It's
great
Christmas, family time.
Yes, our parents had great family weekend gatherings, and us kids got to be part of it. So, young Israel Boone from the classic TV show Daniel Boone, and starring in Hallmark's Christmas Wishes and Mistletoe Kisses, I watched over Thanksgiving weekend, my good friend Darby Hinton. So now we're going to play a little game. So for a $25 Amazon gift card, now Darby, you cannot answer this. Erin, don't you be turning around and looking at me. Erin played Tabitha on Bewitched when she was little, so she may go like this with her nose and find the answer on the thin air. I don't know. Okay, but you cannot answer, Darby. Okay. How old was Darby when he first got into showbiz?
I know.
Well, I will tell you. I'm going to make a hint.
Meredith is raising her hand. Oh,
But let me give the hint, because maybe that will help you. Darby was still in the single digits when he first got into showbiz.
8. Ask me.
Okay,
3. 2.
7.
3.
6.
Dima.
5.
7. 4.
3.
No, come on, Darby.
1.
I haven't said it.
4. 7
Darby,
months.
answer it.
6 months.
Oh, it's close! That's not even a single digit. I said 7 months. Who got it? Oh, Darby. That's amazing.
That's the best I've done on a quiz for a while.
Okay, now you have to be on your toes. I have to continue now. So, from Joseph of Hollywood, you know, the great jewelry designer to all the stars from those fabulous movies from Hollywood's golden era till now. We have with us, it's amazing, we have Tina and Kristen Joseph. Say hello to them. Now, with numerous memorable roles, Rick Moranis' imaginary girlfriend, I want to say dream on for Rick Moranis, in Ghostbusters. And she played Loretta Tortelli in Cheers, and again on The Tortellis, our good friend Jean Kasem. The youngest of the Von Trapp children, Gretel, in Sound of Music, Kim Carafe. And we have with us, I'm so excited that we have branched out, we've become more and more international, having gone to a French school myself and lived overseas for a while. This is all good news. We have the former Brazilian ambassador to China and podcast host, Be Live with Danny Kelly. And with us this evening is the award-winning director, actress, and screenwriter from Arrested Development and Plastic Daydream, Kolla. And now, unfortunately, this lady could not join us last minute. Like several of our other friends, is under the weather with a cold that she just needs to get rid of by this weekend because it's a big weekend for her. I'm speaking about Ruta Lee. And you know, this weekend is the big Thalians gala, so she's got to be well for that. She played the youngest of 7 brides for 7 brothers. She was the youngest one in that film. And she was Tyrone Power's love interest in Witness for the Prosecution. So for $25, Amazon gift card.
6 months.
Women don't tell their age. So. But what was Ruta Lee's best-selling memoir? I was going to say, and Ruta can't answer this.
I know, kiss my ass.
Consider your ass.
Consider your ass.
Congratulations.
Yell, kiss my ass. I know, but I want to go yell.
Okay, now, I used to be a school teacher, so I demand 1,000% attention. So for more than 43 years, this well-known actress has played Esther Valentine in The Young and the Restless, Kate Linder. But for another $25 Amazon gift card, and Kate, you cannot answer this, and no playing footsies with Rich or Jean, none. You cannot give any hints. Now I will give you a hint. We have her adorable maid's outfit here on display at the museum from the Young and the Restless. But
I don't even
I have a heart attack over here.
can I ask a question? Jeannie is shaking her head no. Okay, I have to ask the question. What was the first line Kate uttered in front of the cameras on the Young?
Wait, are you kidding me? Meredith.
Okay, who was it?
Dinner is served.
It
Oh, we
was.
were raising our hands. Are we yelling out?
So we have one person that answered it in the back, and we have one person over here, and I think it's a Joseph, if I'm right.
No, it's Joseph Jr. It's Meredith.
Oh, Meredith. Okay, who do you want to give it to?
Oh, well, no.
Wait, hey, Linder. Wait, I think we should tell you.
What year was it? Hey, what year was it?
Wait, the answer is Mrs. Chancellor,
Yes.
dinner is served.
Yeah.
That just shows you great acting, because my family never heard it at home. Okay, so there's 2 people, is that it?
Well, I don't know, if I do 2 people, then we'll do 2 people, but then we're gonna ask one less question.
Oh, well, no, well, okay, who got the right answer? Oh, you guys, what am I supposed to do?
She raised her hand.
I raised my hand. Do a bonus question. Okay, it's fine. Cut the card in half. It's fine. It's fine. Go ahead and do it.
You're also.
To the girl with the yellow bells.
Oh my God. Thank you.
I don't know what happened, but okay, thank you. Next up, we have the best-selling author, Emmy Award winner, and comedic actor and podcast host, Jeffrey Mark. And we have with us Ben Seaver on Growing Pains, the voice of Linus, Jeremy Miller. And wait, I'm not finished. And his lovely fiancée, Joni. So, we have the adorable child star, little Tabitha on Bewitched. How many remember Tabitha when we were little watching? Well, she's also a TV host, a correspondent, a motivational speaker, and an entrepreneur, I have to say. It's amazing. Erin Murphy. And next up, we have a good friend of the museum, Sandra Minetti, and the cast members of Die Hard Christmas, a parody musical. Did I get it right?
You did.
Fabulous. Sandra, why don't you introduce everyone that you brought here from the cast?
My pleasure. Hello, everybody, and thank you, Donelle, our executive producer on Die Hard Xmas, opening in New York next week and going to London. With me is, as John McClane, Meek Verstig, as Holly McClane, Bonnie Gordon, and the evil German terrorist Hans Gruber, Sean Cowig. Welcome to the party, pals.
Fabulous. And at this time, we should wish Sandra a happy birthday.
Yes,
Today's
happy
his birthday. All right. And with us this evening, oh, my buddy, Alan Rich. You know, Alan is a two-time Oscar, Grammy, Golden Globe, and Emmy songwriter who has written for all of the great singers. Whitney Houston, I mean, it's kind of amazing. Natalie Cole, and I'm just naming two of them, and anyone else you can think of. So thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
And with us this evening is the actress and author, seen in Sony Pictures, A Line of Fire, and you have your podcast too. So the podcast host of Discovery Pod with Eve Richards. Did Rodney show up or not? Harlan?
No, he didn't. He couldn't make it.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to introduce Rodney Allen Rippey. Do you remember the voice? I love it, the voice of the little boy who ate the hamburger in the Jack in the Box commercials. But I'm very proud of him. He's quite an entrepreneur. He's a producer now. He has a studio. Very exciting. And next up, it gives me great pleasure to introduce my little cousin, Hannah Tavlin, who's joining us for the first time. Let's give her a warm Hollywood Museum. And with us this evening, the winner of a $25 Amazon the award-winning actress, star of Married Gentlemen and The Wrong Marriage, Meredith Thomas.
The wrong winner.
No. Somehow, I don't know how, I have one extra. C'est pourquoi? Oui, c'est pourquoi? Thanks, Dan.
I'll make sure.
Okay, for $25 gift card. Now, Meredith,
Yes.
are you listening?
Oh, yes.
You cannot answer this. Okay, everyone, please be quiet. Rico Anderson, you're late. Welcome. Okay, for the Amazon gift card, and Meredith is not going to answer and she's not going to sign. Tell us, How many Lifetime movies has Meredith Thomas filmed? I'll give you a hint. I'll give you a hint. More than 75.
76. 83.
6 months.
89.
91. Higher. 92.
I don't know. Let me ask you. You know more than 80. It's more than 80.
92.
87.
91.
Did the person who yelled out in the back end up getting a $25 card? Okay, just making sure I'm not a Grinch. What's the answer? 88. 83. 83. The year I was born. How appropriate.
I say
I guess so.
And Toby, I don't see her. But where's Judy Russell? Is she hiding?
She's here.
Oh, hi! Okay, and I need to introduce you. It is our favorite girl from Once Upon a Time with the adorable glasses and pigtails who tormented Dennis in Dennis the Menace every week. Who did I say? Who did I say? I didn't say it yet. Margaret. And she's right here, Jeannie Russell. Welcome. So this year, the Hollywood Museum has opened several new exhibitions featuring Joseph of Hollywood, Fantastic Fran Drescher, From Nanny to Union Boss, iconic rides, A Drive Through Time, Elvis Presley, Paris Hilton, Shirley Temple, Bob Hope, Charlie Chaplin, Robin Williams, Happy Trails, the legacy of Roy Rogers and Dale Evans, Hollywood Goes to War, and so much more. So we are kind of excited about tonight. Well, I think the time has come. Roger, are you coming up to be able to call all of our celebrities? Sure. Perfect. So, welcome Roger Neal, one of the museum's publicists. Harlan is on the other side, right by the door. Is that Christy? Oh my gosh, okay, well, Christy Farish, oh my gosh, well, I have to tell you, you all know her, she's a critically acclaimed actress, but for me, what's most important is she put it on one of our Marilyn Monroe dresses for Marilyn Monroe's birthday. How many years ago was that, Christy?
2015.
Oh my gosh, okay, 10 years ago. Wow, time flies. Wonderful, you look great. Okay, Roger.
All right. Good evening. Can we give the Hollywood Museum and the team a great round of applause? Our first celebrity is going to come up and share a Christmas memory and then hang the ornament on the tree. Before you hang it, we'll take a photo of it, and then you'll hang it. So the first one coming up tonight is Alison Arngrim.
I did a clear one. I've never done a clear one before. Because I usually do the solid. But you can see it. You see, if you hold it up against the thing, there you can see. It says Merry Christmas, and the tree, and I did 2 wreaths. And so, yes, I think I did a pretty good job. I did a good job. So there you go. I'll hang this on here. So Christmas first. Okay. I'm going to tell this Christmas story again. This is my favorite. And there's new people who like haven't been told this one. So when I was really little, long before the prairie, when we got to Christmas, well, my family, they had spent nearly everything. They're like, okay, rent's gonna be late in January, we're just gonna buy all the presents, just to heck with it. So we'd be short on money, but my father, who'd grown up in the Depression, very poor, had figured out how to get a bargain for everything, including Christmas trees. And he said, well, first of all, you want to wait until closer to Christmas, because then it's fresher, the needles don't shed on the rug, but also the price goes down the closer to Christmas it gets at the tree lots. We thought, well, that sounds a pretty smart move. Well, he decided to go one further. So So it was a little bit of street theater. My father and I would go Christmas tree shopping, we'd get hot cocoa and get in the car and drive around the lots in LA. And I was, about yay big. I had big eyes, I looked like a Keane painting. And we'd be in the lot, and my job was to run up and find the biggest, best tree I could find. And I would go up to the tree and I would stare up at it and go, ah. And then he would come over and look at the tag and go, no, we can't afford it. And walk away very sadly. And the people at the lot, they would come running up and then we'd say, oh, no. And I would, please, oh, please, can we get it? And then they'd say, okay, $15. Okay, 12. And then we'd leave and go to the lot across the street and do it again. We went all over LA, staging this sort of, Oliver Twist Fagin act at the Christmas tree lot until we finally got a tree that we liked at a price we'd agreed on. And then to top it off, I had to go gather up all the little boughs that had fallen off the tree so we could make our own wreath. I do crafts. I totally know how to make a wreath. I can teach you all later. It's totally fabulous. But as insane as this sounds, I adored it. We would come home so proud and say, oh yes, we got it, it was only $10. And my mother would say, I don't know you people, I've never seen you before in my life. It's not. And, but yes, I used to go and do street theater to haggle for Christmas trees by pretending to be a poor, hapless orphan who desperately needed a tree. It was lovely. Look at the clear one, I don't know where to put it. There's so many things on here already.
Take the photo first.
Photo first.
Oh. The mic.
Photo first, ornament second.
Do a mock on the tree like you're going to hang it. Look at the camera, please. There we go. Over here. You got it, everybody?
All right.
Okay,
Let's
go
try to
ahead and
get
hang
it
it.
so the Merry Christmas part sticks out. Oh, here's a spot right above the sign. There it goes. Roger.
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome. Look at that sign. There it goes. Perfect. All right. Right here, right here.
Can you see that? Yeah. Can you see that?
Look, you can see it. It shows the background of the tree behind it. You can see it says Merry Christmas.
You got it, David?
Excellent. Okay, let's see. This is a good spot right here.
Okay.
It's nice for the sign.
Let's give a big thank you to Alison Arngrim. Next up, Daniel Arroyo.
I will make this quick because we have a lot of people here. My message for everybody in the new year and starting today is simple: is be super to each other. It's very simple. A nice smile, a wink, a handshake, a hug, or whatever. You'd be surprised how far it'll carry from that person to the next person to the next person, and more of that in the world is what we need. And if you need a reminder, there it is, a little Superman thing here. My quick story is that I was in the military. I remember I had to work Christmas one day, and I was in a post way out somewhere by myself. It was dark, and maybe a couple hours later, a friend showed up and brought me a big tray of Christmas food and turkey and all that good stuff. And then like a half hour later, another friend came by and brought more food. And it was actually turned out to be a really great night and a memorable Christmas, considering that I was out in the woods and guarding, I don't even remember what it was, some weapons and stuff. But memorable Christmas. Happy holidays, everybody. Be super to each other.
Take the mic. Thank you. Bring that stand right here. Right here. Okay. Turn this way so you can sign it. Okay. Dan, you have it. David, you have it. Okay, great. Thank you. Hang that ornament. Let's give a big thank you to Daniel Arroyo. Next up, Mr. Connor Dean.
So first I want to say I am glad to be here every year. I'm being told to tell everyone to be quiet. Wasn't me, it was her. I just want to say I love being here every year. This is one of my favorite places. And my quick story, I've said a lot of my favorite things that I love to do during the holiday season. But there's one thing, every year we always go, we watch a Christmas movie, but it always starts the same debate every year because my dad's favorite movie is Die Hard. Yeah! So every year it starts the same debate. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie? Takes place during Christmas, it's a Christmas movie. It's the same thing we do during Halloween. Is Nightmare Before Christmas a Halloween or a Christmas movie? Also, I think it's a Christmas movie, but you know what? But yes, to end it, Die Hard is a Christmas movie, and anyone that doesn't agree, we can debate about it.
You know what? You do have a good point.
All right, Connor, come right here for me. Right here, right here. I want you to hand it up on the tree so we can see the sign. Okay, David, get the shot. Everybody, Dan, you have it? Got it. Okay, you have it? Okay, go ahead and hang it.
Thank you. I'll try to put it up high.
Give a big thanks to Connor Dean. All right, now we're going to bring up Moosey Dryer.
To put it deeper in.
Thank you.
Hello, happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, and Kwanzaa, and all that stuff. I just real quick want to say, well, first of all, I brought Santa Claus with me tonight, the real Santa Claus, but it wasn't on the list. When I was 6 years old, I waited a month to open a gift that was in a box that was obviously a guitar. I was going to be a rock star. Just before I went to open it up, my mom said, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, it's a trick. That's really for Peggy, my oldest sister." That's not cool at all. I was like so upset about that. But my sister, by the end of the day, I realized how happy it made my sister. And how much happier it made me that she was happy than if I had the guitar. And that was the spirit of giving, the spirit of Christmas. And I enjoyed that. That's when I learned that. And thank you, Donelle. And thank you, Hollywood Museum. I love this place. And happy holidays, everybody. We're gonna go. Oh, yeah. Does my artwork have to be in?
Everybody have it? The same Moosey Dryer as he hands his ornament.
Put this here so I don't show anybody else.
All right, next up is Tyrone Dubois.
Happy holidays, everyone. There you go. This is my favorite time of year, but it's more so my favorite time of year because I wrote the date of December 8th, 2011. That was the day I beat cancer for the first time. And recently this year, I got cancer again. The good news is they caught it in time once again. So last week, before I went down to the LA mission, I thought to myself, before I could go eat something, I need to make sure that I help other people. And there are some people who were here as well that were a part of that. But it reminded me of a commercial that was so hard for me to do as a voiceover actor, and it was for the Salvation Army. And the tagline said, "Love has an army that fights for good." And for me, particularly the second time that God's given me another chance at life, it just reminds me once again to be so thankful and grateful for all of the people in which have been a major part of my life, including the Hollywood Museum, who's always shown nothing but class to not just me, but to each and every one of us. So I wanted to make sure that I was here tonight. It was a big deal. And to all of you, have a very wonderful, safe, and happy holiday.
Go ahead, Kevin. So far, we've enjoyed Alison Arngrim from Little House on the Prairie, Danny Arroyo from Wild West Chronicles, Hannah Dean from 911, Lucy Driver from Laugh-In, and now Tyrone Dubois from Unsung. Let's thank him for coming tonight.
Yeah.
And next up is Kathy Garber.
Thank you, Roger. I am so excited to be here and to thank Donelle for keeping the legacy of our entertainment industry alive, and your whole team, Roger and Harlan and Steve and everyone here. It's been a rough year for me, but I lost my husband a couple months ago, but I have been supported so much by my friends, and each one of you I feel are my friends. But God is good, and He graced me with this Grammy nomination and my ornament. It's one of my memories because last year I made my ornament upside down. So this year, we can learn from our mistakes. And I made my ornament with, it's kind of the same motif that I did last year, and it's right side up. And it is a nativity scene because, well, that's why we're celebrating Christmas and all of our holidays. And it's the spirit that keeps us alive and keeps us going. And I am just so blessed to be with all of you and to hang this right side up ornament on this beautiful, beautiful tree. Thank you.
Let's move you over just a little bit right here. Come right and look this way so we can see the sign. Okay, now we go. Here we go. There we go. You got it, guys? Yeah. All right, go ahead.
Nothing has changed since I came to Max Factor. I can't tell you how many years ago, but we're celebrating our 60th anniversary of Family Affair next year. Weird since I'm 50, but God works miracles.
Let's hear it for her Grammy nominee, Kathy Garber. As she hangs her ornament. Next up, please welcome from Mr. Belvedere, Eileen Graff.
Well, most of my ornament is on my fingers because the ink just smeared all over the place. So I'll have to do another one, Donelle, because you can't read or see anything on this thing.
Come back tomorrow morning. We'll have lunch.
Okay. I never turned down lunch. My recollection is not deep and profound. I grew up a Jewish girl in Queens, New York, and we didn't have Christmas. Hardly anybody in our neighborhood did Christmas. My upstairs neighbors did Christmas with a tree and a train, and I just thought that was the most amazing thing ever. Of course, we weren't allowed to have a tree or anything that wasn't Jewish. We had our menorah and our candles and our little presents. So when I was finally out and living on my own as a grown-up, you know that the first thing I did, the first Christmas, was buy a Christmas tree. That we still do, and we still do the menorah. Donelle, thank you for this wonderful event and this wonderful evening. I wish everybody good health and lots of joy.
You have it, guys? Let's thank Eileen Graff as she hangs her ornament.
Great job.
And now let's welcome someone who's becoming the queen of Christmas movies, Nancy Harding.
Thanks so much for having me here today. So at Thanksgiving, we usually go around the table and say what we are thankful for. And this year, my 25-year-old daughter, she said, Mom, I know you wanted me to make an Amazon wish list, but I felt long and hard, and you know what? I've got everything I want. I don't need anything. And I agree, you know, we have family and friends and community and health. And that is what is important to me. And this community at the Hollywood Museum, I just feel so blessed to be a part of. So thank you, Donelle, and thank you, Roger, for the invite, and I love you all.
Right here to the picture. Okay. You guys got it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Nancy?
Got it.
Let's thank Nancy as she hangs her ornament. Next up, Darby Hinton from the Boo.
6 months. 6
I'll be there in 6 months.
He's grown up.
Thank you.
Hasn't aged a
Thank
bit.
you. And just so you know that I've been doing things since I was 6 months old. That's it. You gotta watch Was Once a Hero, now streaming. There's my plug. Oh, all right, you know, my favorite thing as a kid, I remember, and Santa can't even do it anymore because he cares about the environment. But on Christmas Eve, Santa always came and added all the tinsel to the Christmas tree. So when I came out in the morning and we all, you know, before the sun came up, it was all shimmery and shiny. I used to love that. I thank you very much. I love this. This is a great signal that the holiday is here. I hope the love, the peace, and everything that goes with Christmas just permeates and goes through everybody. So, Merry Christmas.
You can go to the other side.
I will go
right
here.
here. Take Darby.
Should I hang on right here?
Stand right here. Stand right
I can
here.
do high.
Stand right here. Okay, get the shot in your hand.
I can do it high. There we go.
All right, let's thank Darby Hinton. Welcome to continuity winner, Vincent DePaul.
Super ball broke. Who lost their ball? They're under there.
Joyeux Noël, Bon Natale. I want to be a little bit international. Happy Hanukkah, all these things. The one thing is that we are all of all different cultures, and we do one thing together, and that's celebrate each other, and so I'm very happy. Okay, my story. So, my mother passed away, and she was the national chairwoman for March of Dimes. Has everyone heard of March of Dimes? She served under President Kennedy's administration in Washington, D.C. One thing that she instilled upon her 8 children, one of 8, was how blessed we were and filled with gratitude that we were born healthy. 8 healthy children, and that was the blessing. And she used to say to me that I was the apple of her eye. Sorry, I'm going to be more upbeat. And so this is in honor of my mom, apple of her eye.
Yay.
And Kate, she always loved you and Young and the Restless, and the late Mrs. Chancellor, Catherine, she was great, and she would often watch that show, and we would sit down and she would say, always tell people around you how much you care about them, because there's one day when they won't be here. So to everyone, Donelle, thank you, Roger, everyone, please, you are all so special, and thank you for your kindness today in the year 2025 in Hollywoodland that we celebrate this. In honor of my mom, Maria, apple of my eye, gratitude. Thank you.
Take the picture of you right here, first before you hang it.
In this world? Yeah, right about there.
You got it? Everybody got it? Let them see you. Okay. David, you have it?
Thank you.
Let's thank Vincent DePaul, and let's welcome the legendary Gene Kasem.
Hi, everybody. I have been here so many times with the lovely Donelle, who is saving Hollywood piece by piece. Isn't she a doll baby? But I'm not going to repeat the stories that I've told before. I want to share a story with you because Christmas is all about sharing. I'm a military brat, so I'm kind of shy. I was a candy striper at the Naval Hospital on Guam in 1967. It was right after Tet Offensive, when they were pulling everybody out of Vietnam. We had them stacked up in the hallways. We had triple beds, bunk beds. We had a lot of young guys that had a choice of go to reform school or go into the Marines or the Army. There were a lot of people that didn't want to be where they were, and ultimately they landed in the hospital. My mother and I worked there every chance we got after school, even in the evenings, because we became friends with the boys and with the girls. So we decided to have a contest and dress up as a reindeer, as Santa Claus, as a fairy, but hide our face, all of us. And the person who guessed the weight of the person that was dressed up got a free call home to mom. And at that time in 1967 was very expensive, and there weren't a lot of lines available from the Marianas to the United States. So we went to everybody, nobody could guess anyway, and then all of a sudden they said, "You forgot someone." And I said, "No, I hit everybody, but nobody could guess." And they went, "There's Paul." So they took me over to the end of the row, and pulled out a stretcher, because there was a top bunk and then the middle bunk. There was a stretcher that they pulled out from underneath. He had no arms or no legs. He could speak. We explained to him about the contest, and he said, "Tell me what you do, tell me what grade you're in." And he said, "And if you're interested in sports." I was a swimmer on the swim team. I lived there. I took most of my education overseas. And son of a gun, if he didn't guess my weight right to the pound. He got the free call to his mother. That's memorable. I could talk about my husband, I could talk about my dog, I could talk about my child. And we're all very blessed in this room to belong to a sweet little village known as Hollywood. But don't forget to love, don't forget to like, don't forget to hug, and don't forget to be grateful for all of us and everything we do. We have a roof over our head, we have a warm meal, most of us are healthy, and it could always be worse, but it's not. And thank you all for being here tonight and seeing you again. And I wish you all a beautiful, beautiful Merry Christmas.
Face the camera right there. Shop, please.
Where do we put in?
Yeah?
Let's please thank June Cake Sound. And as we thank her, let's welcome Kim Karat from Sound of Music.
First of all, I just want to say I love being part of this family. It's wonderful, it's full of talented, creative, lovely human beings, and it's been a real pleasure. And Donelle, you are a master with what you've created here. And I don't exactly have a story, but so two of the people that I love the most passed away at Christmas time. And I thought to myself, after the second one had passed, that I wouldn't be able to really be happy at Christmas anymore. But I am happy at Christmas for a most remarkable reason, which is most of you, some of you know, some of you don't know, I have a son with special needs who is primarily nonverbal, although he's very expressive. And it turns out that Christmas is his favorite time of year, bar none. So the minute Thanksgiving's over, I start the Christmas music, and Eric starts dancing and singing and smiling and kissing me all the time, and he is the antidote to any sadness. So, I mean, I can only say, embrace the people that you love. We don't know how long they're going to be here for, and find joy in every possible thing you can. Merry Christmas and happy holidays.
As she hangs that up, let's welcome Donnie Kelly.
First of all, boa noite, good evening for everyone. My name is Dadigan. I'm originally from Brazil. I am an ambassador of culture in China years ago. I did all my career on dancing and samba. I created my own company, very engaged. And then I have a lot of memories from Brazil to America. Especially that thought is very over my heart because my life changed drastically when I came to America in 2000. And Donelle knows my son very well. I chose to come to America because everyone has a dream, being an artist, actor, a singer, artist, or any kind of industry. And my dream took me to Hollywood because I dreamed since very young. But watching the classical movies in Brazil, the American movies, and see all the stars right now was a dream that I never ever had to think I would reach in my life. And now I'm here at the Hollywood Museum. It's unbelievable. I'm very emotional right now because to be here, live and come from the place that I have no resource, but the thing I have was the talent of being a dancer, and that God gave me to open my doors. I was very fortunate to change my life and my future and my present. In Brazil, yeah, my Christmas was poor. We have a small Christmas tree, and I write to Santa every year, but all the gifts I want, I wasn't able to get. But once I came to America, and it changed my life, and become a dancer, and recognize dancer everywhere, I could open any presents that I wish for. So I'm honored to be American. I love America. And live my first Christmas dream in America next to the fireplace, big trees, and see that's how America gives opportunity to everyone. I'm thankful and honored to be here tonight and live this dream with you guys. So this is my little present to myself and to everyone and my family, my ancestors. Thank you.
she hangs her tree up, or she hangs her ornament up on the tree, let's welcome Kathy Kolla.
Oh, thank you. So I will keep this short and simple. I've already told my stories in the past couple of years. I just want to say, well, I do want to share one quick story. Last time I was here, Donelle told me she loved my outfit, and boy, did that make my year. Thank you, Donelle. But really, when I was growing up, my tradition was I thought getting gifts. That was it. For Christmas, you get gifts. Then as I become an adult, I realized it's about giving. It's about giving of yourself, being with friends, being with loved ones, being with family, and people that you consider family. And I'm so honored that I'm always asked back here by Donelle, by Roger, and I am part of this community, and so many of my best friends I've met here at the Hollywood Museum. You know who you are. And I'm meeting more new friends every time I come here, and I'm so grateful. So this is my new tradition, the Hollywood Museum. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Is this the sign we're doing? Yeah.
Okay, as she hangs up her ornament, let's welcome Kate Linder.
Thank you, Roger. Well, oh my goodness. This is really interesting because on the way over here, I was listening, I had the radio on, and they were asking for volunteers in the Pasadena area, Arcadia area, because they said they have Santa goes around and gives gifts to the kids in that area, and they had lots and lots of gifts, but they needed the volunteers to come and categorize them and put them all together. And all of a sudden, it hit me. I said, oh my goodness. I remembered when I was little, my father was with the Pasadena, Chamber of Commerce, and I remembered Santa coming to our house, which was, of course, very strange. And my mom said, oh, she came on, I'm little, right? She said, Santa's here. I said, what? And I went down there, and it was my dad. It was my dad. And he had come to our house, and he was all dressed up and as Santa. And I was going to tell a totally different story, but on the way here, I thought, wow, well, this is the story that I'm supposed to tell. And I want to thank you, Dee Dee. Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. Thank you, Harlan. Thank you, Roger. Thank you for all of the people Steve, everyone that works so hard here at the Hollywood Museum, and to make this so nice for all of us to come here and to feel a part of this family. I'd like to wish each and every one of you a very happy, healthy, safe 2026, and here's to a good year for everyone.
The sign?
Oh, this way.
There you go, perfect. Okay. All right, she did Kate Linder. Let's welcome Jeffrey Mark.
Kids, I'm not that old.
Hi, everybody. I was raised a little Jewish girl in Queens, New York. I was raised a little Jewish boy in Brooklyn, New York, right around the same time this wonderful lady was. So Christmas for me, I was thinking about it driving in from Palm Springs today. Like, what am I going to say? Christmas for me as a child was watching it on television. That's how I got to experience. And I'll tell one Lucille Ball Christmas story on television, because we're at the fabulous Hollywood Museum, and there's a Lucy redheaded room right over there, folks.
She became a redhead in this building. So for the Lucy show, she played Lucy Carmichael. Vance played Vivian Bagley, a widow and a divorcee sharing a house with their children. And my good friends, wonderful genius writers, Bob Schiller and Bob Weisskopf, wrote a script. Lucy and Viv, although they live together, have never spent holidays together. This year they're going to do it. Except Viv likes old-fashioned green trees and old traditional ornaments and a Christmas turkey and chestnut stuffing. And Lucy likes brand new stuff and modern this and a goose and oyster dressing. And they start to fight and practically tear their home apart. It's the only sitcom I've ever seen that addressed all of us celebrate the holidays differently. Do you open your presents Christmas Eve or Christmas Day? Is it a ham? Is it a turkey? Do you go to church Christmas Eve? Do you go to church Christmas Day? Whatever. Who gives out the presents? What kind of a tree do you have? Those things, those family traditions, whether they're your grandparents or your parents, or you and your partner make new ones, or like me, maybe you're a widower or you're single and you're by yourself, they're all important. Because no matter how you slice the turkey or the ham or the goose, it is indeed about love. I love every single person in this room. I've known many of you for more than 30 years. Michelle Marotta I have known for more than 60 years. Wow. You guys didn't know that. Hi, Michelle. And I will join the chorus of people singing the praises of this house of memories, and Dee Dee, and Harlan, and Steve, and Roger, and the wonderful security people who keep us safe every time we come here. Let's mention them. From the bottom of my heart, from my home to yours, however you're celebrating your holidays, God bless and have a happy.
Where would you like me, Roger? Right here. And face them, face the cameras. There you go. Okay, as we thank Jeffrey, let's welcome the voice of blindness from Charlie Brown, our friend Jeremy Miller.
Hey there, guys. Happy holidays and Merry Christmas. Donelle, I can't tell you how special it is to be here yet again. As some of you know, I've got a pinched nerve in my neck and not moving too well right now. So I considered for about a nanosecond not coming, but I couldn't miss it. I love this tradition. I love getting to see all of you. Steve, Roger, Harlan, everybody, I love you guys. And I love being a part of this Hollywood Museum family. Like any kid, Christmas was always about the gifts, when I was young. But I had a wonderful role model in my grandmother who opened up her home on the holidays to anyone in our neighborhood who had nowhere else to be. And she would host our local homeless population. She would host the drunk from down the street who pissed off his kids. I mean, anybody who didn't have somewhere to be, they could come to my grandma's. And I got to learn from that. I got to learn that Christmas was about more than the gifts. And it was truly about loving others and giving to others. And the very first Christmas episode of Growing Pains, I got to experience that. They did a very, I don't know if you would, it was a very kind of dark episode as one of my father, who was a psychiatrist clients, climbs on the roof to kill himself because he's got no one else. And my character got to just talk to him and just show compassion and love. And I mean, I was 8 years old, but I knew what that episode was about. And it was very special to get to be a part of that. Every year after that for Christmas, we would make it a habit to go to the local children's homes or the local orphanages and bring toys, bring gifts, bring whatever we could. And truthfully, as much as the kids loved the gifts, they just loved the fact that they were being remembered for once. that meant the world to them, especially at the holidays. So, reach out to somebody near you, give somebody some love. Look out for those who are definitely, who have less, and see what you can do to brighten their holidays up a little bit. Anyway, that's all I have.
Here we go, guys. The St. Jeremy welcomes Sandro Minetti.
Yippee-ki-yay, Christmas lovers! Ho, 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 hooray for Hollywood, hooray for Donelle, and it's great to see you all. Now, if there's one other special building in Los Angeles, which is as magical as this place at Christmas, it has to be Nakatomi Plaza in Century City. That's right. And I have some friends with me here from the cast of our show Die Hard Xmas, who will tell you the other story of Christmas and what happened that night, Christmas Eve, 1988.
Well, my favorite Christmas memory is many, many years ago, decades early, I was helping host a company party on Christmas Eve.
Yeah, I was living bi-coastal at the time, so I had to fly in from New York to make it to the party, and I almost missed it.
I was not invited, so I crashed.
Yeah, you were not invited, actually. We had no idea. You just barged right in with a bunch of people.
I found out there was a safe there with $640 million worth of bonds in it.
I got lost in some vents, lost my shoes, changed my top a few times, and then I saw my wife again.
Yes, that's me. You should have put a ring on it, though.
I think I killed your boss.
You did. I got promoted.
And the Christmas miracle in it all is that we're all still friends today.
And have yourself a merry little Christmas now.
We get to see this in Los Angeles?
See you next Christmas.
All right, as he hangs the ornament, let's please welcome from Bewitched, Erin Murphy.
This one's for you.
All right. Hi, everybody. While thinking about what I would say tonight, I thought I was a kid actor in California, in Hollywood, so I thought, should I talk about riding in the Santa Claus Lane Parade, or should I talk about one of our, 5 or 6 Bewitched Christmas episodes? And then Donelle inspired me when she was up here and reminded me of a story that was a little bit later, and it was right after Christmas. It was the first week of January in 2008, and Elizabeth Montgomery was receiving a posthumous star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. And I was there for the event, and it was raining, which Liz would have loved. And so I went inside, and I saw a gentleman sitting there, and he looked almost like a leprechaun or an elf, and he had twinkly eyes, and he beckoned me over to his table. And I walked and I sat down next to him, and we talked for an hour while I was waiting for the star to be unveiled. And he said, "You can go talk to, Bill Asher, our producer." And I said, "No, I'm really enjoying speaking with you." And he talked about he had come out to Hollywood to fight in World War II. He came out here for the Army, and he came out of the whatever it was, the barracks or whatever in Santa Monica, and he said, "How do I get to Hollywood?" And they said, "Just stick out your thumb." So he stuck out his thumb, a car immediately pulled over and dropped him off at Schwab's drugstore. And the very first person who greeted him was Charlie Chaplin. And he said, all through the war, he thought about that and how special this town is and how he just wanted to get back here. And that gentleman was a dear friend of Donelle's. It was the honorary mayor of Hollywood, Johnny Grant. And I was the last celebrity he was photographed with because he passed away less than a week later. So I know it isn't a Christmas story, but Johnny Grant is as Hollywood could be. And he loved this town and he loved Donelle, and every time I come here I think of him. So Merry Christmas, and keep the spirit of Christmas in your heart all year round.
Got it?
No.
Got it.
Where do you
As
want
she-
it?
Anywhere you like on the tree. As she hangs the ornament, let's welcome Christy Ferris from Scrubs and Passion. Christy Ferris.
I feel like I'm walking down the hay. Nice to see you. Hi, everybody. So, actually, I know we're supposed to be talking about Christmas, but I want to start with Thanksgiving. This Thanksgiving was so amazing, just because my mother right now is going through dialysis, and but she's in good spirits. But the kids were there, her grandkids and her great grandkids, and having them running around was so incredible, which now makes me so excited about having Christmas this year, because I cannot wait. I think I don't have kids, so being able to see these kids run around, I see why all of you who are parents, why you cherish these moments. And so my thing is, I'm looking forward to this Christmas and seeing what happens from there. So there we go.
All right, we have it. All right, so we thank her. Let's welcome Eve Richards. On fire.
Hi everyone. First I'd like to thank Roger and Donelle for having me here. I think rather than mentioning what I did, a tradition, I'd like to start off by, I recently lost a family member, and I was here 2 years ago. I had just lost my dad. And so the holidays are a wonderful time, but it's also a very difficult time for a lot of folks. My relative passed away unexpectedly. He just left Italy, and he was in New York, and I got a call less than 3 weeks ago that he had passed away. So there are so many people out there in the world living alone, and I remember sharing this story 2 years ago about my dad. My dad he lived alone, and a lot of people are out there alone during this beautiful time of the year when we're celebrating the holidays. If you have a friend, a relative, check up on them, just see how they're doing, because I know how it feels when you live alone. And I'm wishing everyone a wonderful holiday season. If you've lost someone, sending prayers your way. And again, thank you for having me. Happy holidays, Happy New Year.
As we thank Eve, let's welcome Meredith Thomas.
Thank you.
Are you buying your way into this?
Yeah.
Hi.
Thank you. I had decorated a couple of other ones, but I sat down and my new dear friend, Kristen Joseph, said, and I said, I gotta put something in there. And she said, well, put the dollar in for, abundance. And I said, oh yeah, yes, I'm gonna do that. And then I made sure I promptly spelled abundance right, because nothing keeps away abundance like misspelling abundance. But so I put my dollar in there, and then I promptly won 25 Amazon books. So there you go. But really, you can't ask for abundance without, you need to say abundance of what? So I asked for an abundance of good for all. So that's, and I just want to, I've shared a lot of Christmas stories, but I'll share one because it has to do with the museum. And a year ago, Tina stood up here and said, next year I'm going to make Meredith wear the bells. And so I am wearing, and in that past year, the lovely Tina and Kristen Joseph of Hollywood have kind of adopted me, and you've become my Hollywood family. And that's thanks, not a marriage, thanks to, like, we know we have marriages that come out of these places here. Not a marriage, but a family. And then, of course, my dearest Kate Linder is the person who introduced me to this beautiful place, and that's how I know the answer so clearly. So thank you. I look forward to this every year. This is such an amazing treat. You guys just do Christmas and Hollywood right. So thanks.
As we thank Meredith, now we have 4 more to go. Please welcome Kennedy Garcia.
Hi guys, how's your holidays?
Hi.
Good. Oh my god. Okay, so from my memories, so I usually came from a different place. I have so many memories of my family. We always go to movies, watch a movie, buy popcorn, eat solid candy, and also I want to say thank you to Dee Dee and Roger, and I am so proud to be here, and I always support Christmas. I believe in Santa, even though it's almost Jesus Christ's birthday is almost here. And I cannot wait to celebrate Christmas this year, and I cannot wait to for our days. And also, in my hometown, I have a neighbor. If you don't know her, we always do karaoke, and we show I'm a singer, and I love singing Christmas songs. December is my favorite time of year, even though I want to say I have a Canadian heart, that I still love Christmas. I always support my friends. I support you, as always. And I always celebrate Christmas, and I get ready to be with my family. And the bishop, I want to have a very Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. I cannot wait. This summer will be awesome. And to have a lot of things, a lot of holidays, a lot of birthdays. And I also love singing and doing Christmas cookie, and also I always love the holidays. Happy New Year and happy holidays!
All right, let's hear it again. Next up is Jeannie Norman from Venice to Venice, Jeannie Russell.
Thank you. Hello, everybody. Well, I am really glad to be here tonight. And I am the last surviving member of the cast of Dennis the Menace. We lost Jay this year. And this building, this intersection, if you put a frame around my heart, it would be a frame of this. We lived in Hollywood. We lived on Fernwood and Van Ness, where a big old Netflix building sits now, okay? And my mother was an usherette at the Egyptian Theater, so we would come down here for Christmases. My family was very theatrical, okay? And we'd pick her up after work, and I'd always see the decorations around. So this is very dear to my heart. And what was I saying? Oh, Okay, I have a silly little Christmas story. I was asked to do this a year or so ago, and I couldn't come up with anything. Well, being of my family, my mother was a musician, my father a singer, so theatrical. I wanted a pair of glass slippers as a little girl for a Christmas present. And this other little nasty girl on the street said, "Oh, you're so stupid. There's no Santa. You're not going to get those slippers." And I told my parents that's what I wanted. Under the tree, they had found a pair of glass slippers for like a 7-year-old, okay? And they'd gone to a small person's store and found them. So I came out on the street, I could hardly wait to show her, you know? So that was my favorite silly little memory. But I want to say this. Before Gloria Henry was Alice Mitchell, okay, on Dennis the Menace, she was a Hollywood starlet. Pictures of her with Marilyn Monroe before Marilyn really made it. And this is so Gloria, okay? And I was privy to talk to her daughter right after Gloria died. I think it was one of the first phone calls. And she said, "You know what my mother said, the last words? Star bright, starlight," okay? And she passed. And this building really, really, really reminds me of Gloria. This is what she was all about. So I put that on the ornament. I probably got it wrong. Starlight, star bright, okay? So Merry Christmas, and Gloria's spirit belongs in this building too. And thank you. I love this place, and thank you, Hollywood. This was my home. Thank you.
Stand right there for me. And then get a nice picture of you. All right, guys, right there for us. As we thank her, let's please welcome Rico E. Anderson. Over here. One more after this.
Hey everybody, I'm the late one, but here I am. I didn't know what to say, and then I thought about something. I realized something. I realized that I have never spent a Christmas without my family. And that, you know, Christmas is very important to my mom, which really did trickle down to all of her sons, daughters, nieces, nephews. A few years ago, I mentioned a story about my mom. If you don't know, she had 6 children and she adopted 5. And my mom loves 3 things more than any life itself: children, pets, and animals, or children, pets, and plants. So in 2021, I went to a Christmas party, and you know, we were still kind of, you know, at that point we were kind of poking our heads out to see if we could, you know, function in society. And so a Christmas party came up, and I went to it, and it was, you know, we were being cautious, you know. The host was like, "Hey, listen, if y'all, you know, we're gonna have a lot of stuff outside. You guys want to hang out outside more than inside? We understand." So we were like, "Okay, cool. It seems like it might be safe." So went to the Christmas party. 2 days later, get a phone call from the person who ran the party saying that somebody came down with COVID, and I should get checked out if I'm not feeling well. Just so happens that at the time that she was calling me and telling me that, I was getting ready to go get tested because I wasn't feeling well. Come to find out I had COVID a week before Christmas. I wasn't going home. So that was actually like my first time not having Christmas with my family. I called my family, told them that, and you know, they understood. They were disappointed, but they understood. Christmas morning, as I'm basically sitting by myself, I get a text, and it said, "Check your email." And I checked my email, and it was a Zoom link. And the Zoom link was, I clicked on the Zoom link, And it was my mom, it was my sisters, it was my brothers, it was my nieces, it was my nephews. They were all in the Zoom link, and they basically all were there because I couldn't make it. And so that reinforced that my family actually loves me. So that was a very special moment because it was literally like my first time without my family during Christmas. For 2026, because this was a hell of a year, I put love, because love should never be conditional. Respect, because as we are all the same, we're also different, and that should be respected. Manifest your dreams, because, I mean, we're Hollywood, we're here for a reason, and if we want what we want, we gotta believe it, think it, and really know that it's gonna happen for us. And finally, resist, because there's a lot of forces and things out here that don't like us, and it's okay to not be down with that. So that's my thing. I think I'm the last one. No. I'm not the last one. That's me. Happy holidays, everyone.
While he's doing that, let's bring up the last but not least, Mr. Alan Rich. Go ahead and hang it up.
Hi, everybody. So, I want to thank Bob Pranga, aka Dr. Christmas, for introducing me to Donelle, and Harlan, and Steve, and Roger, and Doug, and the whole family. And I'm honored to have an exhibition on the second floor. Anyway, I'll tell you, I'm not going to talk about a specific memory, I'm going to talk about a general one. I'm going to talk about my Jewish family in Brooklyn. My grandparents emigrated from Poland to escape the Holocaust. And they bought a house in Brooklyn. They lived downstairs. We lived upstairs. My cousins lived across the hall, and my other cousins lived around the block. And every Friday we'd get together for Shabbos, and every holiday we would walk together to synagogue. And even in the summers, we had a bungalow in the Catskill Mountains, 10 of us in 2 rooms. And we were big people and loud people, but we loved each other so much, and those are my favorite memories of my whole entire life, of being with my family in Brooklyn. So that's what I think of when I think of holidays, whether it's Hanukkah, which is coming up, or Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur. I so love those memories of my life, and so I wanted to just share them a little with you. Now, for my ornament, I just don't understand. I'm sorry. It says peace and love. It has hearts. I don't know what's so hard to love everybody. I don't know why everybody is so at war with each other. You know, I don't know. I think this community right here, we always are so nice and loving to each other. I think it's you know, indicative of how we can be in the world. And so, if anything, I say, let's try to be the way we are here, out in the world, every day. So that's it, thank you.
Would you please welcome back, as he hangs on the tree, the president and founder of the Hollywood Museum, Donelle Dadigan.
Thank you, Rich. Thank you. Well, thank you all for joining us this evening, and I have to tell you, one of our guests wasn't able to join us this evening, but he sent a Christmas ornament of himself when he was a little boy, starring on the TV show Leave It to Beaver, the namesake Jerry Mathers, and his lovely wife, Teresa. So I want to thank you all for joining us this evening. Steve, you can hang these on the tree later on, okay? So I want to thank you all for joining us this evening, you know, to share in our Hollywood Museum tradition, decorating the lobby Christmas tree with handmade ornaments made with love, as you all heard from everyone tonight. So all of us here at the Hollywood Museum, we wish each and every one of you a healthy, happy, and prosperous new year. And remember, these are the words of wisdom. We make you wait all night to hear them. May the light always guide you. Please remember to be gracious to others. You think we wrote this together, Rich? And even when it may be hard to do so, and we've all been there, just do it. Love your family, and make every day count, and be kind to a stranger. It's the right thing to do. You know, in our lifetime, you realize there is a role for everyone you meet. Some will test you, some may try to use you, some will love you, and some will teach you. But the ones who are truly important will bring the best out in you. They are the rare and amazing people who remind you why all you do is worth it. So just look around this room this evening. I hope you are all aware, each and every one of us here tonight has been an inspiration to others. I know it sounds serious, and it is, but it's supposed to be happy. And I'm so proud of each and every one of us here this evening. And so on behalf of the Hollywood Museum, Steve and myself, Roger, Harlan, thank you all for playing the important roles that you all play in making the Hollywood Museum your family. We appreciate you being part of our Hollywood Museum. And thank you for bringing out the very best in all of us. Thank you again for joining us this evening. Doug, you got some more goodies out there for everyone? Let's go have a bite to eat.